In the bottom left, as the pink Protoss? What the heck's a POTUS? Like POTUS? Like President of the United States? Anyway, as the pink Protoss, welcome back to the main stage, Hjax. And in the top right, as the red Terran, it's WoodedMicrob. WoodedMicrob having a great run in the IEM Katowice qualifiers before eventually falling to Scarlet pretty far into the tournament. GLHFs on both sides. So we get into this best of 5. This is our final match of the evening. And that will catch us up all the way. We finished off week 1, and this will finish Group A, week 2. Week 2, Group B has yet to be scheduled. Not all the replays were in yet at the time of this cast, so we'll wait for that and cast that in the next few days. It'll be either me or a contestees over on the main AlphaX channel. Not a delay on the CC. We're able to force it to land off center. It's gonna stab in again, see if he can get some damage, but Microbe, too quick on the pool, is going to out micro Hjax. What a Chad SCV. Reapers, trying to get the heck out of here. You really want this to survive till at least like the 4:30 mark, so you don't have to waste scans on scouting what tech the Protoss is going. And Hjax is going for Blink Stalkers. We should see him make a few more and begin pressure. We might see a Robo for high ground vision, things like that. A Robo to get either a Warp Prism or an Observer for high ground vision. It's probably a better way to put that. Adept circling around the back. There's that robotics facility we were talking about. Hjax pulling the Adept back home. Blink getting ever closer to finishing. WoodedMicrob loading up for a biomine drop. As Hjax takes a third. Cloak on the way for the Terran as well as the Banshee. Third base going down for WoodedMicrob as well. Blink is finished here for Hjax. Stalker's in position. They can get this medevac, but Hjax not quite reacting fast enough to pick off the medevac. He will get the first mine. There's a second mine loaded in here. Beautiful volleys. Take out the whole medevac. Hjax in a really great position here. Here's the observer for high ground vision, and WoodedMicrob is going to have to figure out how he wants to hold this. He has a tank pretty far back. I like this. It's going to cover this entire area as the Blink Stalkers try to reach the high ground. Marines spread out in front of the tank as well. They're going to be a little bit far forward so the tank can use its total vision, or total shooting area. Can shoot farther than it can see. Shooting area? How about range? Is range a better word for shooting area? Probably, I think so. Charge, armor, and +1 on the way for the Protoss. It looks like he decides he does not want to engage just yet. Yeah, he's going to recall. Banshee hitting his probe line. Probably the reason for that. Half dozen probes get picked off so far. There's an observer with these stalkers, but it's not going to be able to move fast enough to keep up. So the Banshee is going to hit the third, blink to the low ground, but again, observer not quite in position, so the Banshee will get out of here. It is running out of energy though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blink. Will go down in fireball. Hjax camping at the Zelnaga. Banshee's gonna try to pick off armor. That's not gonna happen. Loses quite a bit of hull health. Oh wait, can it find an angle here? Yeah, Microb's trying to find the angle and he found it. The stalkers can't hit. They are gonna blink over here. Banshee is saved. Banshee is saved thanks to the cloaking tech. He moved it off the tech lab. There was murmurings of a joke there, alright? Microb has a tank under fire from these blink stalkers. It will go down, but most of the stalkers get out, and Microb's gonna hold. This ain't no thing. Both players even in the worker count, which means the Terran's slightly ahead thanks to mules. Hjax could do with a 5th and, well, actually, could do with a 4th, 5th, and 6th gas. Nice snipe on the warp prism there from Microb. This is a heck of a lot of charge lots, and the bio's spread out. The mines aren't burrowed. They try. Okay, there's going to be some juicy hits on these zealots. However, a lot of the bio is cleaned up. It's heavily stemmed as well, and there's no time to heal. Stalkers blink forward. One full medevac goes down. The second one is going to live, actually, but the charge lot's on the ground, going to clean it up, and then the stalkers take out the medevac. Hjax trying to... Okay, Microb gonna move out again. Hjax is trying to push in, probably directly at the 3rd. Microb going for a 4th CC. Hjax not going to be able to pick off the forges before... well, Hjax's upgrades are going to finish before Microb's units can pick off the upgrades. My god, I'm just fumbling my words today. But Hjax going on the counterattack, trying to push in on the Terran production. Some of its units derping around, trying to kill assimilators. He will clean up this aggression, and he does come out ahead on the worker trades with 20 SCVs going down. He might get to CC as well. The Ghost Academy pretty vulnerable. However, the Terran has held the ramp, and he is coming home with these medevacs. And the Banshee. Couple Zealots, couple Stalkers. Going to meet the small force in the middle of the map. The Banshee probably going to get picked off by the Stalkers if it doesn't cloak. There's the cloak. They will get out of there with Blink. Hjax with the 4th Nexus. Microb moving out of CC, making it 4th. Was able to save it. I always thought Ghost Academy sounded like, I don't know if you guys remember Casper the Friendly Ghost. He had like movies in the 90s and then they released like a TV show on Disney. But it sounds like they tried to make a spin-off of that TV show. It's like, yeah, what'll Casper and his friends get up to next in Ghost Academy? Whoa guys, we're learning EMP. Wow. In this episode, we learned Snipe. Ooga booga booga. Observer will make short work of that Banshee. You know, Revolt, the answer to that question is society. Okay. Microb taps the Zelnaga. Hjax going for another move out, pressuring the 3rd. However, there's a lot of freedom zones. Microb very likely to get this Nexus, I think. Nah, that's a lot of charge lots. Oh, the recall picks off the mines before they can unburrow. Do they though? Wait, yeah, they did. 11 probes went down in that attack. The medevac still operational, but can't move in here. 3 Stalkers ready to intercept. Microb or Hjax could take this. It's really unclear at this point. Let's check on the upgrades. So, Cloak, Marauder Slow, 2-2 for the Terran, 2-2 for the Protoss, Charge, Blink, and Storm on the field for Hjax. +3 armor on the way for the Terran, but +3 attack and armor on the way for the Protoss. Okay, this medevac finds some purchase at the 3rd. Gonna pick off another few probes. Down goes the medevac. Charge lots will clean up here. Hjax going for a huge push. Microb getting somewhat of a hidden base in the top left. He's reconsidering where he wants to drop the CC. Gonna move it down here, I do believe. Some SCVs get cut down, but I mean, workers are like almost free at this point in the game. I agree, Revolt. I agree. Oh no! Oh god! WoodedMicrob just sat in the storm! That's a lot of dead bio! And these guys are going to be softened up for the charge lots. Now, that's a lot of burrowed Widow Mines. They do huge damage to the charge lots, but what was looking like a sure defense here for WoodedMicrob totally evaporates. The CC gets picked off. In the meantime, Microbe picks off a Nexus on the other side with a double medevac drop. Charge lots out of position. These guys probably going to head into the main or hit the third again. A bunch of high temps moving to intercept, but they don't really have energy to deal with this. Hjax pulling back, happy with the damage he got. And Microbe down to 4 CC actually after the sustained assault from the Protoss. This still could go either way, but I do believe it's at least a little bit in favor of the Protoss. Microb can float the CC, float his main... Oh, nope, he already floated his main CC. Look at that. Disruptors coming out for Hjax. Hjax rocketing ahead in supply, 35 up against his opponent, 10 workers ahead as well, plus the additional bait. Ah, wait, no, they're on the same base count. I think Hjax has a way superior army here. Oh my god, the EMP's on the Nexus. I don't know if that was wise use of that energy or not, but considering Hjax wants to force a base race, I think so. Microb going in for the kill, trying to take out this third. Hjax forcing the issue, going into the natural. Hjax has still a pretty big army supply lead. It's going to pick off the CC. That's the last mining base here for Hjax. Bunch of probes are going to get cut down in the retreat as well. In the meantime, Hjax going into the main. Microb trying to hold on. Just a couple stalkers here to hold the front for the Protoss. That pylon's going to go down, unpowering a lot of tech. Well, actually, no. Microb's just going to kill the tech, straight up. But the Terran production under fire as well. Remember, though, Terran can float buildings, and there's like an Archon left here for Hjax that can shoot up. And Microb has this planetary in the top left, and he's building another CC. Recall home is going to allow Hjax to clean up. However, Microb's still mining, but he calls GG, and Hjax takes game number 1. In the top left, as the red Terran player, it's WoodedMicrob. And in the bottom right, as the pink Protoss, it's Hjax. Microb up 1 point in this best of 5, a grueling game number 1. Saw both players trading blows pretty much equally. It looked like Hjax had it. However, WoodedMicrob... Wait a second. Hold up. No, Hjax won. Wait, what? That's right, WoodedMicrob tapped out for some reason. Even in my head, I'm like, wait, but he had a planetary in the top left? Oh god. Yeah, no, WoodedMicrob tapped out. Hjax won it. I'm actually losing my mind. Hjax. Yeah, it's been a long cast. We're about 4 hours deep now. There's the orbital from Microb. And that's a bunker in the back for Microb. No vision on this yet for Hjax. He's gonna open with a Stargate. Reaper moving across the map, gonna get a little bit delayed in order to kill that probe. Bunker is complete. There's 2 units of health off that Nexus. This is... yeah, it sure is going to delay slight amounts of mining from that Nexus. Oh boy. This is, you know, this is a pretty high level game. It's actually pretty significant, memes aside. Some hull damage on this Adept. Of course, this Adept can't really leave. I mean, it can, but Hjax is choosing to keep it home on the defense. Stalker's gonna try and deal with this bunker now. And they will eventually whittle this away as long as Microb doesn't drop a mule down here or something ridiculous. But this is a lot of delayed mining time here for Hjax, considering the timing of that second Nexus. In the meantime, behind this, 111 on the field so far. Biomine being pumped out. Ah, the Reaper goes down, but the salvage also goes down on the bunker. And the Protoss race can once again mine at their natural. Phoenix tag on to the medevac. One Widowmine shot goes off. This medevac trying to bait them into the second, and they will be successful. So it's a trade, medevac for Phoenix. And it's gonna be all she wrote. Robo finishing up for Hjax. Phoenix are going to go in and try to harass. There's quite a few Marines defending here. Hjax drops the third. Microb pretty far behind on workers. Gonna get farther behind with this one SCV going down, but he's not going to get a second. However, Phoenix are having more success in the main. The Adept was just a distraction. Marine tank push out of WoodedMicrob and Immortal. Here in the defense for Hjax. Microb dropping a third CC. Phoenix are going to pick off a couple reinforcements, weakening this push just a little bit. Mine goes down as well. Guardian Shell absorbing a lot of damage. The shields have failed at the third, but never fear, the Phoenix are here. Lift on the tank, will take it out. Bio trying to pick off this Nexus before they all go down. Lifts on a lot of the Marines, trying to stop the damage from happening. 2 Marines left, but they get the kill on the Nexus. Hjax back down to 2 base as Microb finishes his third. He's got to get out reinforcements to defend this counterattack from the Protoss, though, and this time there's going to be a Colossus in the mix. Phoenix in the air, and they're angry. They're going to get a lift on the first mine. They can't lift the second. It's already burrowed into the ground, but they get out of range before the shot goes off. Hjax intentionally taking the Widowmine shots to the Phoenix so that the rest of the army can move in pretty much unmolested. Colossus doing terrible things to the SCV line. All the boys have been pulled. A lot of damage on this remaining bio. They have to stim again. The Marauders, though, should be able to gun down the Colossus. These Phoenix can just gun down the rest of these units if they wanted to. It's Marauders, they can't shoot up. Okay, alright. They're gonna back off. Hjax pulling to the third as it finishes again. He's still heavily up in the probe count. And Grob landing his third CC. Starts up in orbital. More Colossi on the way for Hjax as Extended Thermal Lance finishes up. And things have calmed down a little bit. Microb splitting off scouting marines. Attacks his own missile turret. This is a big push from Hjax. Microb down in the army supply, and his army has a lot less value than what's here for the Protoss. 3 Archons here. The Vikings are never going to be able to close in with the Colossi. They don't care anyway. They're going for the Phoenix. Bio holding on the ramp, though, getting a lot of damage on these Zealots. CC under fire. Will it be able to retreat to the main? It will. One Colossi does go down before the Archons pick off the Viking. And Microb's gonna hold here. Microb repairing the CC as it moves out to location. It's stuttery. They're doing their best. These Marauders get cut down. GG's called, and Hjax takes a 2-0 lead in the best of 5. In the top right, as the Red Terran, it's WoodedMicrob. And in the bottom left, currently up 2-0 in the best of 5, it's Hjax. GLHF is called. Will Hjax close it out here, or is WoodedMicrob going to reverse the series? Momentum is the word I was looking for there. God damn it. It's Pylo, the pylon. Remember pylon overcharge? I remember. Remember Mothership Core? Hjax gonna get a full scout. Microbe going for his own worker scout. There's an adept coming out for Hjax. This is first major unit. Reaper finally going out for WoodedMicrob, but this adept is going to be out way ahead of time and should stop him from doing too much damage. Twilight Council drop for Hjax. Factory for the Terran. Oh, okay, interesting. Proxy starport thrown down for WoodedMicrob. Down here toward the right. Okay, Zoomer. Hjax going for an adept stalker pressure. It's gonna be 2 Hellions and a medevac coming out. Most likely going to be a Hellion drop in the main. When SCV goes down. Okay, 2 Hellions return home. Should be enough to clean this up, but is he going to take a Hellion in damage? No. But that said, Hjax gets the recall on the Stalker. He saw 4 Hellions, so he's going to be preparing for that at least. There's the medevac. Marine tank coming out behind this. Hellion's going to meet up with that medevac. They are going to zoom on to Hjax's main. Warp Prism coming out for the Protoss as well. It's gonna see this, but was Hjax paying attention? One Hellion down, 2 Hellion down. Can we make it 3 Hellion 4? Medevac's gonna be in a corner. There's a robo for Hjax. Oh my god, charge loss cutting down the defenders. They're in on the tanks. Both of them are going to go unsieged so they don't kill each other. And Microb's gonna hold here. But Hjax has the economic advantage. Warp Prism's gonna complete that warp in. Maybe drop off in the main? Nah, he doesn't want to do it. Why fight a losing battle? In the meantime, Microb hitting on the other side with these two Hellions. Oof. It's not going to make it out alive. Hjax with a heavy worker lead is continuing to pressure. And he can afford to lose these Zealots with his superior economy. It's actually floating a lot behind this, and a Dark Shrine halfway done for him. DT's hitting the Terran base. Gonna lower this worker count even farther. Scan will clean up the one in the main, but the one in the natural still perfectly healthy. And there's not an— oh, it runs into the scan. Okay. Rip. Hjax getting out a third behind this. Shadow Stride under research. More commonly known as DT Blink. Zealots sweep into the natural. DT picking off add-ins in the main, and there is a scan available. When's he gonna drop it? Oh god, there goes the tech lab. Oh, he has a missile turret. Never mind. Nice. In the meantime, Microb pressuring the Protoss front. This pylon is a hell of an Artosis pylon. I would unpower that. There we go. I believe 6 gateways unpowered. Blink DTs wait for the scan to expire, and they're going to begin cutting down the Terran. What looked great for WoodedMicrob here, as slowly turning into a retreat. Quickly turning into a retreat, actually. And that's going to give Hjax time to recover. He's so far ahead in the worker count. He has this third down here, and Microb really has to make some magic happen if he doesn't want to get 3-0'd here. DTs come in, there's nothing to detect this, and they're going to slowly cut away at the Terran. Sure, Protoss lost a lot of workers, but he's still ahead. He's pressuring the Terran back at home, and he is going to repel this attack, cut down the tank as well. Yeah, this is too much Marines to engage, but Hjax still in a really good position. Microbe's gonna push. He's long distance mining. I mean, this is what he has. He has to make it happen. Drop in the main tries to cause damage, but there's nothing for him to, like, see these DTs with. He does have another scan available. He picks off the Dark Shrine. Main Marine Force going to try and gun down the Nexus. Blink DTs land on top. There's the one remaining scan of WoodedMicrob. It's gonna stutter back, but there's just too many DTs. And the scan has expired. These DTs are gonna... okay. Microb, able to pick up, save a lot of the forces. But he's down 20 workers and a base. He lands in the main. He's gonna get the Immortal. But Hjax can afford to replace these units. Microb can't. There's the scan, but the DTs can just engage this force head-on now. This is too much Protoss. 60 army supply to 30. These medevacs move in here, but they don't actually have anything. And in the meantime, another couple SCVs get cut down. Zealot Stalker DT ready to pounce. Down goes the bunker, down go the Marines, down go the auto turrets. This CC is at half health. GG is called, and Hjax takes his second week match 3-0 over WoodedMicrob.